Well, good evening, all you fine folks out there on the World Wide Web, Facebook and YouTube alike. We welcome you to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show here on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're on the Facebook, do us a great big favor, reach over and hit the like button, hit the share button, let everybody know that you are a fan of the show, and that way our broadcasts on your page. And if you want to watch us on YouTube, hey, don't forget, we got a YouTube channel, Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel. 6 years plus a couple of months as we enter into our 7th year of broadcast. All archived for your viewing pleasure, as well as you can watch it on your big screen on your television if you have one of those smart TVs. But hey, we like to let you know that because there might be some times where you don't find anything else on TV and you get bored and you need some rejuvenation. You need a laugh. You need something to lift your spirits. Man, you can go back and watch 7 years. Let's just say average 56 years. There's about 300 and something episodes on there. Hour and a half a piece. That'd be 300 to 400 hours of television viewing time for you to be able to watch.
That'd cure their despondency.
Yeah, that would cure it. Cure it, I mean, very quick.
It's cured. It's a natural cure.
But hey, we're glad you're joining us tonight, no matter where you are. Maybe some of you tonight are at home. They comfort your home and your recliner. Maybe some of you are sitting out on the patio. Some of you may be on the boat. Some of you may be at the beach. Some of you may be in the mountains. Some of you may be on a motorcycle. Some of you may be in an airplane. Some of you may be about to get ready to skydive. Wherever you are, thank you for taking the time to join us here for our weekly broadcast, Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. And it is May the 21st, 2026. Man, this year is flying by. It is flying by. But hey, we're glad you're with us tonight. We're broadcasting all across the United States and in foreign countries where it's legal and illegal for us to send out our broadcast. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and still, as always, loud and proud in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. Real big shout and thank you to all of our good friends and family that have remained with us since day one and get a shout out every week from Baker County, Georgia. Now, let me remind for those of you that may be joining us for the very first time here, maybe you are newlyweds. I don't know if that'd be the right word.
I wouldn't go there with that.
Oh, no.
Just leave it at that part.
Maybe virgins to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports,
Like that.
if you will, whatever. We need to let you know who we are. We like to do that. We just want to be upfront. We don't like to hide things. We don't like to be mealy-mouthed about anything. We don't like to soft pedal anything. We don't like to cushion anything. So we believe in law and order. We believe in the Second Amendment. We believe in God. We believe in country. We believe in treating each other with respect and dignity. We don't have a high toleration for stupidity. We don't have a high toleration for open borders. We like law and order, and we're just good, common sense, conservative people. Did I pretty much sum it up?
You might want to add this too about we're taxpayers.
Yeah, we don't mind paying taxes. I mean, I don't say we like it always, but we pay.
We're taxpayers. We do it every year. We do it.
Yeah.
We pay our federal income tax. We pay our property taxes. We pay all of our taxes. That's a very important component
I agree.
to keep America stable.
Yep.
If you will.
That's it. But there are some of you, Martha's Vineyard, Minnesota, Los Angeles, California, Oregon, Washington State, even up into the New England states that may not agree. Your principles may not align with ours. And so instead of you sitting here for the next hour and a half and getting your blood pressure up, being angry with us and because of what we stand for, we'll give you two things you can do instead. One is that if you don't subscribe to our set of views and morals, we advise you to get you a plane ticket to Gaza and go set you up a gay pride flag shop selling flags in the Gaza Strip.
Gay pride flag. Yeah, do
Yeah.
that.
Woo.
Please do that.
Or
Oh.
if that doesn't work for you, if that just really doesn't work for you, but you still don't like our views, and maybe you kind of like them, but you are what some would call a rhino. You're kind of in the middle there, and we kind of grate on your nerves, but you agree to it. We will sign you up to be the one that cleans the turkey waddles off of Mitch McConnell's neck.
Yeah, be doing a public service.
Yeah, public service.
Public service. And you'd be volunteering, and think how good you would feel.
Oh man,
Ooh.
I mean, it would be, be awesome. Be absolutely awesome, wouldn't it be?
Coming on down on them pretty hard there, Marvin,
Well,
tonight with that deal there. I don't know. You okay, ain't you? You ain't.
Yeah,
You okay? You ain't wound up,
No.
cranked up about nothing.
No, I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good. I just
Okay.
wanted
Well, that's good. So far, you right on point. Right? Don't you think so, Charlie?
I think we ought to get it all out
Everything,
up front.
nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
And you need to remind them of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's all we do is tell the truth.
Yeah.
And you probably are going to hear things here that you will never hear on the major news networks, in the publications, newspapers, magazines. You're not going to hear them there. But you'll hear about them right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, live and in color. Hey, we'll be right back after this brand new sponsor.
And just like that, I'm back to loving life again.
Just like that, we are back for our 6th season at the Peach Depot, located on Highway 84 in Iron City, inside an 1890s train depot. It is our goal to provide you with the freshest local produce and other goodies that you will love. Come in and enjoy our homemade peach and strawberry ice cream, boiled peanuts, jellies, local honey, and of course, our delicious peaches. Peas, butter beans, and field corn will be available soon. Find us on Facebook at The Peach Depot and stay up to date with what we have in store every week. We are The Peach Depot, your local, family, historic produce market.
And we welcome our new sponsor on tonight, the Peach Depot. They are open on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, right there on Highway 84 in the metropolis of Iron City, Georgia. And you said you had some. They got some ice cream that's off the chain
with those fresh peaches. I had some of them. I had some of the boiled peanuts. And they are delicious.
Yeah. Hey, go visit them. Well, guys, Charlie, we would like to get an update from you on the Alabama elections. I know they were the same day as the Georgia elections.
But before we do that, on behalf of the conservative, God-fearing citizens of Alabama that tend to vote on the red side, we would appreciate the folks in Georgia, like the warlord and that woman you can kick the field goal through her teeth, and some others, stay your butt on the other side of the Chattahoochee River. We got enough idiots over here. Just a little public service announcement.
Yeah, we stuck with them. We stuck with them, Charlie, but they're venturing out,
They're venturing out.
If you will.
Yeah.
We had the big rally Saturday in Montgomery, and the bulletproof glass was so thick. Ask me, how thick was it?
How thick was it, Charlie?
It would have taken a rocket to penetrate it, and they were just all wrapped up in it. It was, it is what it is. Tommy Tuberville did what everybody thought he did. I think he got 86% of the vote. There was only one other Republican running for governor. Doug Jones took the nomination. That's where y'all's lovely little lassies coming over and helping him out. He's going to be the governor on the Democrat side in the race. And then we've got a runoff between a newcomer, a Marine, and Barry Moore from Enterprise for the U.S. Senate. So it's an interesting. It was an interesting thing. Kind of everything turned out kind of the way I thought it would. What gets me is, with all going on in this country, only 23% of the population, registered voters in Houston County, I believe the number was, turned out to vote. And it's probably that for the state of Alabama, probably not far off what it was over in Georgia.
All
And
right.
just my personal opinion is the way they run these campaigns, all these mailers you get, it kind of makes you sick of things. You want to know what you need to know about the candidates, but you don't want to hear all this yan and well, they could do a lot of good things with the money they throw away on these campaigns.
Yeah.
You're right, Charlie. If my mailbox was full, and I know Marvin's was too, every
Yeah.
day full. It's a total. If you politicians you listen to somebody who's just grassroots, I mean, that's me and Marvin and Charlie. We just plain common everyday, working people. Save your money on them things. You are not going to convince anybody to vote for you with a stupid mailbox insert and a stupid sign stuck up beside the road. You're not going to get anybody to vote for you. It's a waste of time. People know who you are.
And
Yeah.
one other thing, don't call me and leave me text on my cell phone during your
Man,
Yeah.
campaign because I've got other things to do. I'd rather watch paint dry than see all that stuff come up.
the unreal the number of robo texts that I got on
Hmm.
campaign texts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Not going to get you any votes, politicians. Listen to me. I've been voting a long time, and I've been voting since I was 18 years old, and that would have been in about 75, somewhere along in there. I've been voting since then. It's about 1965, if you will, and you're not gonna convince me with a sign or with a card in the mail or with a phone call to vote for you.
Mm-mm.
Waste of time.
I agree
Because
wholeheartedly.
I have a mind of my own. Now a lot of people I'm getting out of my lane now, if y'all will. I'm getting out of my lane because a lot of people don't have a mind of their own. They're like sheep.
Mhm.
They're just led along, and they're like a sheep with a ring in their nose.
Mhm.
And whoever's jerking whoever put the ring in their nose is the one jerking on it. And so they gonna vote whatever that person tells them to do, no matter what.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. Hey, I forgot when I was closing my opening segment there to do a shout out for ghost towns of the Wiregrass area. Lancat, Georgia.
Never heard.
No.
Yes, sir.
Are you
It
sure?
is in Decatur County near Attapogus, Georgia, and it
Okay.
was named after the Indonesian province of North Sumatra. And it was where a type tobacco, actually, some people called them land cat, and it was a type of tobacco that was grown, but that's the way it was spelled, but some people called it land cat, but land cat, I think is the pronunciation, but it was up around Attapogus,
Yep.
Georgia in Decatur County.
Mm-hmm.
Good
And it is a
gracious.
ghost town that is no longer.
They grew shade tobacco
That's
there.
it. Give a big shout out to
Good Lord, that shade tobacco, that was one forevermore industry in the state of North Florida and South Georgia at one time.
wow.
I want to ask Floyd on that. What year did it just completely disappear?
The
I,
late
I
'60s, late
well,
'60s.
there were some folks that after that still because I had the family down at St. George Island, and we came the back way home to stop by and
It's
see
up.
Jack Wingate,
It's in a
and
good shape.
Go ahead.
there was a little bitty patch of it at that particular time. That was probably in the late 1990s or around 2000. There was a couple of folks that still had little tobacco farms down there.
In North Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Now Havana was real big in shade tobacco, wasn't it?
Somewhere over there it was a
Yeah,
big thing.
yeah. Tony Tabb knew it was right below Attapogus, Georgia. Yeah, he said on Highway 27
Okay,
where
that
that
might
lane cap was. That's pretty interesting right there. You got Floyd. Look at him, Floyd.
I got an artifact. I had no idea Mark was going to talk about this. This is an artifact from the shade tobacco business industry.
And this was out of Quincy, Florida. There's a guy, his name was Neil Weinberg, and he was a lawyer in Albany. And his daddy, Mr. Henry Weinberg, was a big shade tobacco farmer. And this implement that I have right here, this looks ancient, but it is ancient. And what this did with the shade tobacco, you see that little deal right there, that little rounded off thing right there. Then over here, you got, this is like your little plant marker right here. They would go down the row and they would push this into the ground. And then where this thing made the mark, they would move this over to that mark right there, and they would set the next tobacco plant in that. But the tobacco went into that where that slot is right there.
That's unreal.
It's unreal. Neil gave me this thing. He was in the JCs with me. He was an Albany JC, and he gave me this thing. And it was back here behind my little shed back here. I've kept it, but he gave me. But they no telling how old that thing is.
How much tobacco has been planted with that?
No telling how much has been planted with. Handmade, haywire. This was way before GPS and transplanters. They had a guy going along laying the holes off to put the tobacco plants in, shade tobacco. Then somebody come along and scrimp it shut. It's just amazing.
That thing's probably 75, 80 years old.
It's 75 or 80 years old. Absolutely right there. But it's
Floyd.
That I have.
Floyd.
Yeah.
He can't hear me.
Yeah, he
Go
hears.
ahead.
I was telling Marvin, we came through down there, and I can't tell you what road it was. It was from Bristol back up the back way, getting to Jack Wingate's in late 90s or right around 2000. And there was actually a place still growing tobacco down there along the Florida-Georgia border somewhere. Didn't see it but one time, but there was still a few folks, I guess, messing with it back then.
Yeah, I remember seeing some of the old barns are still down there, and then some of the old shade, the frames and all were still down there. My daddy used to take peanut hay down there too. If he was selling peanut hay, no, he wouldn't. He selling peanut hay, and he was selling compost out of barns. We'd put cows in barns, and they during the winter to feed them in that compost. He'd haul compost down there and sell it to those shade tobacco people, and then he would also haul peanut hay down there, and they would feed it to the mules. And great, it was wonderful feed for mules down there. But he made a living off the shaded tobacco. Didn't make a living off of it, but he made money off the shaded tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
He never grew a stalk of tobacco. So that's kind of how agriculture works, you know.
Hey guys, we got another brand new sponsor tonight. We'll be right back.
Brothers and sisters, Reverend Pencil Johnson here. Have you priced a funeral lately? They ain't no cheap one. You would have to pawn the title to your Cadillac just to pay for the casket. But if you will, allow me to tell you how the dirt road sports can ease your burden. Get on the telephone right now. Dial 1-800-ASHES-to-ASHES to order your own personal cremation burn barrel. $99.99 cash or $9.99 per month for 18 months on the installment plan. Hey, your only other expense will be to pay the preacher.
Oh, what can we say? We ain't got no big funeral bill to pay. It's all good 'cause Uncle Harvey didn't have no money anyway. Well, it's all over, said and done. No more sad words to be spoken, 'cause Uncle Harvey is no longer with us. He's done gone up in smoking. We put Uncle Harvey in a burning drum of fire. Uncle Harvey was demised, so the flames went went higher. Oh, Dad, where is thy sting? Uncle Harvey was dead, so he didn't feel a thing.
Where did? Oh, I don't know where.
Charlie quit. Charlie quit. He quit. Lost Charlie. He quit.
What happened, Charlie?
You froze up with it.
Oh man.
Oh, you didn't get to see it, Charlie? You didn't get to see the commercial?
I saw just the $9.99 special and everything, but was there a commercial that went with it?
Oh yeah.
How about
did-
these other folks today? We got to get that rearranged, that Mark.
Yeah, they said Jody Redden said we ain't right. Lavon Nichols said ashes to ashes. For that price, does Reverend Johnson say a few words?
No, that's
Oh.
That's it. You've got to you're extra.
Yeah,
Oh.
Lanier Swabber said that'll be another 100. Oh,
Y'all not right. Oh man.
That's what folks are saying.
I agree. Oh my
David
goodness.
Powell said American Sumatra Tobacco Company, Amsterdam, Georgia, south of Attapulgos on Highway 27.
That's Amsterdam. Yep. I used to know a bunch of tobacco folks down there.
Yeah,
Time ago.
I celebrated an anniversary this weekend. 14 years since Dr. Ed Plans kind of took the saw and went through that.
Wow.
God is good.
Yes, sir. Charles Pickle sent this in tonight.
Oh yeah.
Frog legs, French fries or potatoes, squash, onion rings, and he sent with the message that you better not try to do any outdoor cooking without Jeb juice.
The gnats are here.
Mm-hmm. Look at them frog legs. Man, oh man. So nice. Here's one he sent me the other day. That was earlier in the week right there. Is that oysters, fried oysters?
That's fried oysters there.
Yeah, what's that? Squash and man. Mm-mm. They eat good over there on the pickle.
They eat good over there. Ain't nobody going hungry over there.
No. Not at all.
You ain't never been hungry over there.
Not at all. I was going to mention this right here, and I wanted y'all to let's talk about it. Let me pull this up while we're getting here. I couldn't believe it when it was sent to me. I don't know why I should be surprised, but if I can find it here. Well, let me just type it in. I mean, I know it's not going to surprise anybody. Anti-billionaire Democrats in New York mull over a $250,000 taxpayer-funded wedding gift for billionaire Taylor Swift, providing $250,000 worth of security free of charge for her wedding. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, they're gonna give her $250,000 worth of. You find citizens in New York, but I'm talking. If you're a taxpayer in New York, you're going to pay for it. The bums in New York are not going to pay for anything, which that's about 90% of what's in New York City is bums. Complete bums, dope-head, worthless, homeless, illegal alien bums, if you will. It's not going to affect them at all. It's not going to affect them. But they're going to squeeze every dime they get out of people that have made New York City a great city. They're going to put Donald Trump out of business. They're going to take Trump Tower and turn it into an illegal alien hotel.
Yeah.
When they get back in power, when they get totally back and Trump's gone, that's what they're going to do with Trump Tower.
Yep.
They already got the Black Lives Matter sign painted on the pavement out there in front of you. I was Al Sharpton out there doing that. You know, I read something about them folks. How many millions of dollars?
Billions.
Billions of dollars that the Black Lives Matter folks went through, money they went through
and not helped out one human being.
No turkeys given away, no free groceries.
No
I mean,
nothing.
no helping
No.
anybody.
Ain't no telling how much money they got out of the federal government.
Yep.
And you stupid white liberal people giving them money. Give them
Oh, yeah.
all this money. Why don't you do that? And then you'll feel so much better. Just give them every dime you got, and then you'll feel better.
Floyd, we got an issue here. JD Dream said, what can you do if you got a big old boy? Can you buy two? We give him a deal on 2 barrels.
We're working on a prototype double size
Double size
drum,
extra large
double size drum, and I don't know. It'll be a little bit more. It won't be a lot. It won't be.
But not $99.
No, it won't be $99, but it won't be cost prohibitive.
Yeah.
But it will be for extra large individuals that would like to use our services.
That's it.
That's what we're offering as a
we
service.
don't discriminate just because you're big.
No. We can accommodate.
And it's for ugly folks too.
Ugly folks can fit right in there. Ain't no problem.
And here's the thing. I think we could work it out. David Kimball and Lanier Swafford brought up a good point. We could get a package deal for Reverend Johnson for whatever fee. Him come and pull up on the Cadillac Coupe de Ville and say a few words over the loudspeaker.
Well, it's going to where it's at. Now, may have to do it remotely.
Yeah, maybe have to do it remotely. I didn't think about that.
But
You know,
about too is we think about maybe franchise opportunities.
That's it, franchise. So, like, we give protected territories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Protected territories, franchising.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're thinking out of the box. You're thinking out of the box and going ahead, and you're actually right on target with the rest of that industry, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's what comes to my mailbox with all the politicians. This came in the middle of the political cycle, and it is from a reputable funeral home facility right here in the Wiregrass area. We're conducting a survey to determine how members of our community plan for one of the hardest things a family has to face. That's the death of a loved one. In order to assist with sensitive caring and professional help when people are in need, we need to know the real thoughts and feelings of individuals just like you. As a token of our appreciation, we'll deliver to you a free guide, The Final Wishes Organizer. You'll find it provides insightful information about planning ahead. You are so on top. That is.
well,
as a survey,
Charlie, that's creative marketing, and see, that's what Floyd and I've been talking about. We're working on a deal right now. If we can get a hold of that Putwood guy, we're going hopefully in June. We're going to run a deal where you get a small bundle of lightered kindling.
Putwood.
Yeah,
Putwood is basically worthless now.
Yeah.
So we get
We're trying to get it rolling. Help some
not
folks.
even a whole cord, about a half a cord of putwood. We know a good putwood guy, logging guy over in Ozark, Alabama, to be glad that
Yes, sir.
So, listen, we're putting a package together, and when you go to the funeral home to get you playing your funeral, go here we have here's our basic package here, and it'll be like $7,500, and then they'll ask you, well, $7,500. Will I get Uncle Harvey buried? Well, yes, it will get him buried. But let me ask this question: Would you like the hearse to take him to the cemetery? And you say, yeah. They go, well, that'll be an extra $1,500. Would you like printed programs for the service? We want some printed programs. We go on that calculator.
Do you want him in the ground or in a vault?
And would you like a casket other than cardboard? Yeah. Pull that calculator.
And then tents and chairs and all that. See what we're saving, folks.
But look at him. They'll also ask, do you plan to dig the 6-foot hole yourself, or do you want
Yeah.
us to bring our
Yeah,
backhoe out there and do it?
they hear
2,500.
that calculator. They ain't a field director in the United States of America that ain't got a calculator sitting on his desk. He can have all the forms he wants to have. And any of you funeral directors out there, if you take issue with me, please let us know so we can
It's a la
correct,
carte.
so we can correct everything. We
Yeah.
want to correct.
But isn't it a la carte?
Yeah.
See, you don't have to worry about that with us.
It's done.
One barrel.
One and done.
And you can reuse it.
It's reusable,
Yeah,
recyclable.
recyclable. I mean, this ain't a one and done deal. One barrel, you could probably do your whole family.
Do the whole thing. That's right. One at a time.
Ooh.
And hey, if you need something drawn up for your wheel to go along with it and include the purchase of your burn barrel, we got the man that'll do it.
Sometimes you need a lawyer in your corner who ain't scared to fight. He'll defend you, don't matter if you are wrong or right. He's a South Georgia redneck with a ponytail and a law degree. With Billy Schindler as your lawyer, you will always be found not guilty. Just looking at Billy Schindler makes that DA weak. He'll mumble and fumble and be scared to speak. He'll shout, "Your Honor, I surrender, 'cause I know when I'm beat." Call Billy Schindler when the man has got them cuffs on tight. He'll fuss and cuss and slash and burn, shake his fist and holler, "I'm in your corner, let's fight, fight, fight."
Shingler Law, Donaldsonville, Georgia, 229-524-1225.
And yes, sir, Mr. Billy Sheila, he will hook you up, get you out of a DUI, write you a will, and include in that will that you purchased
Expenses, final
burn
expenses.
barrel.
Final expenses.
Hey, where else can you get final expenses for $99.99?
You gonna give it with us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh. I'll say hello to Miss Gloria Bowie up on Lake Eufaula. Good to see you watching, Miss Gloria.
Who, Miss Gloria?
Miss Gloria.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Miss Gloria. Buck Davis just sent in and wanted to know, he asked this question of you, Floyd. I understand that shade tobacco was used only for cigars.
Cigar
Is that
wrappers.
correct?
Wrappers, yeah.
High dollar stuff.
Oh, really?
High dollar stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It was dark. It was that black dark.
And we got them all over. That's Jan Calhoun, Rhonda Jarvis Page is there, Billy and Rhonda, LaVon Nichols, she's always on here, David Kimball all the way up in the mountains. Hey, we welcome
We appreciate y'all tuning
Yes,
in.
sir.
If you will, listen, I was talking to a guy today, a fellow today here at Concord, and I spoke to him, and he immediately started smiling. He knew who I was. I didn't have to introduce myself to him. He knew who I was. And he was talking about, he said, "I watch y'all's show about every time it's on." And he said, I hadn't dialed in, chimed in. He said, "But I am going to. Don't fear chiming in. If you have a government job or something like that, you might want to tread water, for a little while. But if you just an independent businessman, working man, there ain't no harm gonna come to you."
But now we got government folks on here.
We got
scared.
Oh, yeah.
that ain't scared.
Yeah, they ain't
You
scared.
I know.
But yeah, but if you, because we spook folks.
We spoke but people sometimes get taken aback with us, with our personality and our openness, if you will. See, we're uncensored. We're totally uncensored, and when you're uncensored, it is totally the truth.
Yeah.
And some people they've been lied to so much in their life and been misled by so many charlatans and false prophets. See, we're not led by false prophets.
There you go. That's it. I remember we were somewhere one time performing with Dirt Road Sports, and we had on our garb, and we walked somewhere people were looking, and you looked over at me and you said, Marvin, we've scared these people.
We scared them. Yeah. We scared them to death. I tell you where we was at. We was at the expo.
I see it in
Ag Expo
Moultrie, Georgia.
In Moultrie, Georgia. We had done a show. We had a tent set up there for ABAC for the college, and it was what was that? The Southern culture, something of Southern culture. They got us to come over there and do a show. We scared them. We scared everybody. We were walking through there with our suits on. Man, they folks, they
like parting the water.
Parting the water, get back.
Yeah.
The best I remember when y'all walked up to poor little old Chase Elliott when he was just a teenager over there at the racetrack in Op. I think I got a picture that makes him look a little puzzled when he looked at y'all.
He was a little peaky.
He didn't know. He didn't know which way to go. He didn't have he couldn't go nowhere. Mm-hmm. He was there.
With that, I know it's a sad note to put in there. With that, let us say, we never know when our time is going to come. But when somebody big in sports passes away at a young age, it'll kind of be a reminder that we're not promised tomorrow. Cal Bush passed away today. He was admitted to the hospital this morning with what they're just saying is a severe illness. I know 2 weeks ago, he called during a race. I read that he called for a doctor to have a shot ready. He was suffering from a severe sinus infection 2 weeks ago. And the G-forces, on road courses and stuff like that, we don't know what the situation was, but he was admitted to the hospital and he passed away this afternoon. And that's going to affect a whole lot of folks, Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and Richard Childress and the whole crew.
Floyd, I'm glad you said that. I've got a guy here, Joe Kaiser Jr., and he said, enjoy watching from Keystone Heights, Florida. Never heard of you, Joe.
Never heard of you.
I know where Keystone Heights is, but I've never heard of you, Joe, but we welcome you to our show. I don't know how long you've been watching, but see, we get to meet people. When you throw up there, we know where you're from and where you're watching from, and hey, we appreciate you being a viewer, man. We do. We can send out a big greeting to you over in Keystone Heights, Florida. And thank you for being a viewer of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Hey, I wanted to tell you this. You were talking about that shade tree tobacco. I found this. In 1950s, regular tobacco would fetch 80 cents a pound. During that time, a farmer could sell quality shade tobacco for 10 times that price.
Wow.
1950s. Uh-huh. So it would bring $8 a pound in the 1950s.
Man.
Probably some people got wealthy on it.
They got wealthy on it. They did.
You better know it.
You had a lot of money invested in it, man. A lot of money. You had to put cheesecloth over the whole field. Whole field had to be covered with cheesecloth. They put up frames through the field that had strung wire to hold that cheesecloth on that. And we're talking about 20, 30, 40, 50 acres at a time. Cheesecloth.
So what happened to it? Why did it die?
The market went to South America.
So that's where they grow it now.
That's where they grew it. They went to Colombia, went to South America. And guess what? Shade tobacco folks went down there and showed them how to grow it.
Wow.
Floyd, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a quota. The government had a quota on the amount of tobacco you could farm. Each farm had a quota. Am I correct on that?
That was on flue-cured tobacco. That wasn't on shade tobacco.
Okay. All right.
Shade tobacco, you had to establish your own market on it.
Okay.
You had to, and everybody couldn't grow shade tobacco. But now flue-cured tobacco, there was a quota on it, just like peanuts had a quota on it.
Yes, sir.
Cotton had an allotment at one time.
Kenneth Holt, he's fire chief there in Jake had said they had a twister touchdown in Cedar Springs this afternoon on a thunderstorm.
We ain't get a drop of rain.
I saw that cloud back over that way.
I got a little sprinkle off of that cloud. I saw the cloud too. I didn't know it was that. It got real windy. It got real windy over here.
We didn't get anything, but I saw the cloud. It was west of us. Hey, we'll be right back, guys.
Looking to buy or sell quality cattle with folks you can trust? Head on over to Seminole Livestock Auction, located on Highway 91 North in Donaldsonville, Georgia. Every Monday at 12 noon, buyers and sellers come together for a fast-paced, dependable cattle sale you can count on. Whether you're moving a few head or managing a larger operation, Seminole Livestock Auction delivers a fair market value and a smooth professional experience every time. With years of experience and a reputation built on honesty and service, this is where the Wiregrass area does business. Have cattle to sell or questions about the market? Call Gerald Mock today at 229-524-2305 and let him take care of your cattle sales needs. Seminole Livestock Auction, Highway 91, Donaldsonville. Sell every Monday at noon. Be there.
Couple on this.
You want me to tell it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
but
do
that-
that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna do that. Yeah. Let's see. What was I didn't even. Kind of got confused there. I got a little lost.
Well, you got off track there sometimes like you do when you're trying to preach. You know,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
have to ask people, what was I, where was I at? And somebody, of course, will help you.
Or right
Well,
before
I had-
right before baptizing, he gets a little
I get a little excited.
lopsided. Yeah.
Kayla Lane Willis said the round table's late but present.
Well, they have missed out on a whole lot.
Oh man.
You have missed out on the round table.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
telling
it's,
you, we may get you caught up here
yeah.
in a little bit, but you missed out on lots.
A lot.
And I don't know if you can retrieve it.
We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can. I need to pay one more bill, and then we're gonna have trivia time
Go ahead.
here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
In Southwest Georgia, quality still means something. At Sowega Meat Company, we're proud to bring you the best, from pasture to plate. Step inside our 11,100 square foot USDA inspected processing facility, where tradition meets precision, and every cut is handled with care. Whether you need custom butchering, premium cuts for your table, or fresh, locally sourced specialty groceries, we've got you covered. 2 convenient locations to serve you: 1699 Highway 27 North in Colquitt, Georgia, and 17965 US Highway 431 South in Headland, Alabama. Because around here, we don't just sell meat. We deliver quality you can trust and flavor you can taste. Call 229-758-8600 or visit SowegaMeatCompany.com. Sowega Meat Company, rooted in tradition, cut above the rest.
Hey, y'all looking for something cute, custom, and full of Southern charm? You've got to check out Southern Hissy Fits right on the square in Colquitt. From custom embroidery, personalized t-shirts, to stylish tumblers, unique gifts, soy candles, jewelry, custom wreath sashes, custom barred quilts, and boutique apparel, Southern Hissy Fits has a little bit of everything with a whole lot of personality. Need something custom for your business, team, or special occasion? They've got you covered with quality work and hometown service you can count on. Stop by and see them at 209 West College Street in Colquitt, or give them a call at 229-308-3360. And be sure to catch trivia time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, sponsored proudly by Southern Hissy Fits. Southern Hissy Fits, where your style comes with a little Southern attitude.
And it's time now for trivia time here on Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. And I will turn the question over tonight to Floyd B. Lloyd. And we ask you to put your answer, if you will, in the comments on your Facebook post.
We're talking about shade tobacco. Shade tobacco. And I've got a good friend who's been friends for a long time. I met him in the auction business. And his family was in the shade tobacco business in North Florida. And they were the Lashleys. And his name is Chuck Lashley. And his daddy, I cannot think of his daddy. His daddy had a nickname. It was one of the coolest nicknames I have ever heard in my life. But in my old age, I can't remember what his name was. But they had tobacco barns and had big, giant tobacco barns. And any of you that have been down around the Havana, Quincy, Annapolis area have seen those barns. You might not know what they are, but they're big wooden structures. And that's where they hung the tobacco after they harvested from under the shade. They would hang it in these barns and let it cure down. It was a curing process, and that curing process really determined what a lot of the grade was in the tobacco. Therefore, what the value of the tobacco was. And what they would do, they had long tables set up under those barns, long flat tables, and ground slides would come in with mules pulling the freshly picked tobacco leaves in there, and they would unload that on those tables, and the women would take that tobacco and string it on sticks, tobacco sticks. And some of you over probably in the Colquitt County area, places like that grew tobacco, know what I'm talking about. And of course, in North Florida, you know what I'm talking about, a tobacco stick. They would take that tobacco and string it on those sticks, and then they would hang that tobacco just like dish rags, if you will, in the barn, from the top of that barn to the bottom. Here's what I want to ask you, and this is what I remember him telling me, what I remember Chuck Lashley telling me about the process. And this was a long time ago that he told me this, and it's possible that we both had been imbibing at the time. So I'm going to try to tell it like I remember it. But everybody had a name. That whole function of that, people had the ladies probably were called stringers. I don't know. Everybody had a name for the job that they did. And the guy that was up in the barn, you had a guy up in the top of the barn, and they would start hanging that tobacco, and they would work their way down with that tobacco. And the guy that handed him the tobacco on the stick, what was he called? The guy, the next to the last guy that handled the tobacco going into the barn, what was he called?
Well, I got some here. Let's see. A bat stick. OS ousts.
Nope. I don't make that. That ain't it.
Let's see. Tony Tabbs got OUSTS. I don't know what that is.
That's what his name was.
Yeah.
That makes sense, don't it?
Yep. What was his name?
What did they call him?
Mm-hmm. He handed the tobacco.
He handed the tobacco to the man that was hanging it in the barn. This is what Chuck told me, and I believe he's right.
Stick man, that's not it.
Pretty
close.
Pretty close. You're getting close. You're getting close.
Still got the log tobacco barns on the farm here. Jody Redding in China Grove, they still got tobacco barns. The log tobacco barn on their farm in China Grove.
That goes back, baby.
We need to ride up there one day and get some pictures of that.
We can do have a big steak cookout, whatever, you know.
All right, TC Maryhill said tier man or top hand.
That he did. I think what Chuck told. I'm going to go by what Chuck told me.
Yeah.
You want me to tell y'all what it is?
Well, give them just a minute more.
Yeah, I'm going to give y'all a minute more. Yeah. But it was an interesting process, and all of that just went away. Yeah. It's like cotton did here. In the 60s. It just, it went away. I remember Mr. Jimmy Fudge out here built $1 million gin out here, right out here off of 91 and 27. He built $1 million gin in 1967 to gin cotton. Cotton left. It went away.
Pickle said stick man. Somebody else already said that. Tier man. Jody Redden said, come on to China Grove.
Okay, he's ready to
he's ready.
For real.
He is ready. He's ready. Leotis, that's what Tony Tabb said was his name.
Leotis would not have lasted 3 hours in the shade tobacco.
No.
Because there would be no but light at the end.
All right, we got the pole man and poke man. They come.
Poke man is who's poke man? Who's the poke? Who said poke man?
JW Dream said poke man.
He's the closest one so far.
Yeah. He said, are you referring to Squint Lashley?
Squint Lashley, that's his name. Who said that?
David Powell.
David, dang right, David Powell. That was Squint Lashley. That was him. I was trying to call him everything in the world but Squint.
Squint.
Man, David Powell is a historian. We're going to get him on the show one night. We're going to get him. He's going to sit right here between me and Marvin. Yeah. And he's going to tell
come right here to the rock.
Come right here to the rock. And he's going to give us world history lesson.
But does it
Squint.
does it surprise you how smart he is? Me and him's kin.
Your kinfolk,
Yeah,
your cousin.
kinfolks, we cousins. I mean, does that shock you?
It don't shock me.
Carl Christmas says, "Stop, man." Top man. Kayla Lane Willis said, "Top man." They dance. Jada the Dream's the closest.
All right,
tell them what it is.
Here's what Lashley told me. Punch boy.
The punch boy.
Punch boy. He's punching it up. He's punching it up to the last man. Punch boy.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He's a punch boy.
He's a punch boy.
Punching that stick up there to him.
All right,
like
Jada
he's punching the hole. He's punching the stick.
Jada the Dream, you done won.
You got it.
Man, he is a trivia king.
He can open up his own library.
Send me a message on it so I can make sure I got your address on that. And we'll get you something out.
Punch board
on that punch board. Only on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, right here. Nowhere else are you gonna find.
Nowhere.
We'll be right back.
Mornings at the station start right on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. Open Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. It's your go-to spot for a fresh, hot breakfast and a friendly face to start your day. Then, when the day rolls on, head on down to Bainbridge and follow the smoke to J3 Barbecue, where it's more than just a meal. It's the art of turning strangers into friends by treating them like family. At J3, you'll find slow-cooked barbecue done right, homemade ice cream, and serious flavor in every bite. Family-owned with a true family atmosphere where every guest is welcome like one of their own. Dine in, carry out, or let J3 handle your catering because great food brings people together. So start your morning at the station in Colquitt and end your day at J3 Barbecue in Bainbridge. Good food, good people. 2 stops, 1 unforgettable experience. The station and J3 Barbecue are the proud sponsor of Q-Tips with Queasel.
And we won't be having any Q-tips with Queasel tonight. Queasel is persona non grata.
Well, I have no idea what it is. He told me nothing.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Tony Tabb said he still thinks it was Leotis.
Anyway. Go pick him up in the morning, Tony. He might can help you in your yard work that.
Work his cow.
Help you with his cow. Yeah, help you with his cow. Sort them out for you. Go ahead. Get it.
Hey, we got Kenneth Wayne Garney on the line right now with us. KWG Plumbing LLC. Alabama and Georgia license 229-220-6694 is the magic number. If you ain't flowing, he will get you going. And we welcome you, Brother Wayne. I have got a picture up here of you on a, what do you call these?
Paddleboard.
A paddleboard.
Paddleboard.
That was today, wasn't it?
That's today, yes, sir. We had the seafood place right now. I hope this music in the background ain't too loud. Yes, sir. That was my first go around my whole life, 44 years old, on a paddleboard. And I feel like I've done pretty good. My kids laughed at me a lot, but I feel like I've done pretty good.
Hey, yeah. All right, I got a picture here of you. It looks like your kids over there, and then a pier or like a. Oh, I know where that's there in Destin on the bridge there at the Crab Island.
Yeah, that's Crab Island. That's looking towards Fort Lawton Beach side. Okay. We're probably going to go over there because it's a little less crowded.
I got you.
Man, that water is just beautiful as it could be today. I'm going to tell you, that's pretty as I seen.
Off the balcony too. That's a nice view of the harbor there. What about I got a picture here. Looks like a new house being built.
Yes, sir. We over there and finally got one in Alabama. That's in Eufaula, Alabama, in the city limits. And about had a crash when I turned into the driveway. Somebody tried to go around me on the inside with my blinker on. So we about had a wreck getting in the job. And the police department come around there and said, yeah, we call this Hell Highway because they don't know how to drive. So
I bet they heard about you on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
He knowed who you were.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. I mean, they followed us in there. I thought we was in trouble before I ever got there. I mean, we ain't even got the city police rolled around. They just said, well, we ain't seen y'all around here before. We're going to stop and introduce ourselves and say, and they were so nice. They said, man, if we can help y'all in any way, just call the Eufaula Police Department. We'd be glad to help y'all. And I was like, man, you don't get that often. They seen us trying to make a living. They were trying to help us out.
I got a picture here of a boat with American flag on it, and it looks like some fresh mullet.
Yes, sir. The boat with the American flag, that's right out in front of my hotel room in the middle of the harbor. I guess he's living on there because I've seen him paddle back and forth from the land to that boat on a kayak. And the mullet, we caught him in Apalachicola Bay off the dock with one cast yesterday morning. about 7:15 through the cast net one time, had 11 bullets.
11 mullet on one cast.
But there was no roll in them. I knew you was going to ask, so I won't have to cut you off before you got there.
Yeah, I didn't figure there'd be no
bullet
roll in
them
this time. All right, tell us about this train, America 250. It looks like the 250th anniversary. Is that what it was?
Yes, sir. That's in Bainbridge, man. I go back and forth to Bainbridge all the time on Highway 27, and right there at Patchall and Emlico manufacturing, the traffic stopped me. I was like, well, here comes the train. And that joker rolled out, and it looks like it's brand new top to bottom with that paint job. I was like, that's America right there.
You right, baby.
That thing.
Hey,
that
brother, how
joker
about
impressed me big time.
How about some words of wisdom before you go?
Yes, it's been on my heart heavy this week. Just no matter the situation, the sickness, life itself, money, just count our blessings. Keep a smile on your face and count our blessings.
You're right.
And I appreciate y'all having me on the show.
God bless you, brother. Kenneth Wayne Garner.
All right, over now.
Plumbing LLC, our proud sponsor here, and we pick up where he's been during the week. Sometimes he goes fishing, sometimes they don't, but he sends us pictures of what he's doing.
Yeah, whatever he's doing, he's dedicated.
Yep, it sure does. I tell you what, guys, shade tree. It's amazing. We come on here and had no idea what we're going to talk about, and then we wind up on a whole educational segmentation on shade tree tobacco.
Demonstration. You had an actual implement demonstration that I hate. And people think, here's what they think we planned this stuff on. They do. They really do. They ain't no way. We don't even talk about it.
We are the walking definition of spontaneity.
Spontaneity and originality. Yep. It don't get no more original than us.
Nope.
And I don't know. Some of y'all may think that's good, or some of you may think it's bad. We don't care.
We're good. Either way,
whichever way, we fine.
I promise you, we are good. Yeah. And here's one right here. I promise you, he's good. He don't care what you think.
Come on,
because he will castrate your hogs, your cows, or your son-in-law, whichever you is.
If you're all mixed up about the body that you're in, there's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with the plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son.
Hey, don't forget Carl Christman, Custom Cattle Services. He is in Bascom, Florida, right there where Georgia, Florida, and Alabama come together. All your cattle needs, working your cattle, hauling your cattle, castrating your cattle, whatever it is, call Christman, Custom Cattle Services. He's the man you need to call. Tell him you heard about him on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. It's now time for Marv's Minute in the Word, Faith, Hope, Truth, and Love. And today we're going to talk about the importance of other people supporting us. Lord doesn't expect us to fight our battles alone, so we need to be willing and able to accept help when we need it. In the book of Exodus, Moses was praying on a hill while his soldiers were fighting the Amalekites underneath him there. And as long as his arms were raised, some of you know this story, the Israelites prevailed. But he couldn't maintain that posture for very long. So he needed Aaron and Hur to both come hold up his hands.
Hold his arms up.
So as his arms were held up, that they continued to win the battle. And here's the thing, God never expected Moses to do the job by himself, nor does he expect the same thing out of us. That's just how he operates. So what we have to do is, number one, we got to be dependent on God, but we got to be willing to be dependent on each other. It's important. And sometimes that takes humility, because sometimes we don't want somebody else to help us. But here's the thing, God may be sending somebody to help us. My granddaddy always said, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And so when God sends somebody your way to help you, be willing to take that help, and be willing to be thankful that God loved you enough to send somebody to help you. And let's thank the Lord for having a heart that loves us and a heart that's willing and able to help us. And that is Marv's Minute in the Word.
It was a good one, Marv.
Yep.
Good one.
Yep. Here it is. TK's Bar and Grill. Y'all go see it.
Looking for great food, a welcoming atmosphere, and a place that just feels like home? Come on down to TK's Bar and Grill in Colquitt, Georgia, right there at 571 North Cuthbert Street. TK's is serving up fresh, flavorful meals that keep folks coming back again and again. Whether you're stopping in for a quick lunch or sitting down to unwind with friends over supper, you'll taste the difference in every bite. We're open Monday through Friday for lunch and Wednesday through Friday for supper. Call ahead and we'll have it ready for you at 229-254-7850. TK's Bar and Grill. Great food, great atmosphere, and a great experience right here in good old Colquitt.
Hey, it's time now for Freud's Frolicking, sponsored to us by Berry Hill Auctioneer, our friend, our confidant. He's watching tonight. The one and only TC Berry Hill in person. Proprietor in general, sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show and Floyd's Frolickings, Berry Hill Auctioneer, world-class company, world-class man, and a world-class friend of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show since day one.
Y'all know we talk about, at the beginning of the show, we talk about, the viewpoints, reflections, revelations, opinions. I'm going to reflect, if I may, for a moment. I like to reflect. I like to think about, people that have been in my life that have had an impression on me. And one of those people that really had an impression on me, from a young age, right on until he passed away, was my Uncle W.H. Uncle W.H. Uncle W.H., he went off in the Army. He went into the Army, and he came back home, and he moved back in with his mom and daddy, and lived with them, my grandmama and granddaddy. He lived with them for a little while until he kind of get established. And Uncle W.H. had been off in the Army for a couple of years. They drafted him. He didn't join. They drafted him. He's there for 2 years, gone. Had nothing good to eat the whole time he was gone. Nothing. K rations and chow, in the chow line, if you will, where they just flop stuff on your plate, you go through. And he came back home and moved back in with Grandma and Grandpa there for a little while there. And he was talking to his mama one day, and he said, "Mom said, I am so hungry that I ain't had nothing to eat in 2 years. Said I wish I had me some squirrel and dumplings." And so W.H. says, "I think we can make that happen." Said, "But you got to go down there. You got to kill us some squirrels." He said, "I can kill some squirrels." He said, "How many you gonna need to make a good pot of dumplings now?" And she said, "Well, we're gonna need about 4 squirrels." "Well, yeah," I said, "where that old shotgun at?" When I left here to go off to the Army, I said, "Where that shotgun? Where is it? We still got that shotgun?" And someone said, "Yes," and we still got the shotgun, W.H. said, "but we ain't got but 1 shell." He said, "I got a problem now with 1 shell, trying to kill 4 squirrels at one time. How in the world I'm gonna do that?" I said, "But I think I'm gonna figure it out. So I want me some squirrels and dumplings." I said, where the gun at? He said, back there in the closet where it's always been. So anyway, Grandma gave him the gun. He went on, he said, I think I know where a nest of squirrels is. He said, I know before I left here, I said, they was an old white oak tree back there in the back of the house back down there by the creek down there. At the end of the lane down there, had a like a den in there, squirrels in there. I said, now if I can figure out, if I can get on down in there and get hid out good and get real quiet down in there, that I think them squirrels are gonna accumulate down in there. I said, I believe I can get 4 with one shot if I hold it on just right. So he go down there. And I asked Uncle W one time, I said, what's the best shot you ever made in your life? Talking to him later on, you know. And he was telling me about the story about the squirrel going squirrel hunting down there. And I said, I want you to tell me about the best shot. He said, well, okay, I'm gonna just listen to me now. He said, so I went on down there to where the squirrel was supposed to be in that nest down there, bedded up down there, and I squatted around, and I was waiting on them to show up. And he said, I looked down to my left down, I said, I heard this rumbling, and I looked down to my left down there and said, it was this automobile backing down the lane down there. Said it was a 1952 Mercury. It was backing down the lane, back down there. I'm scrooched down there behind the bush down there. He gonna run the squirrels off. If he don't be a hush with that thing, gonna run the squirrels off. Ain't gonna have no squirrels. What I'm gonna do is, if I shoot up by now, I ain't gonna kill no squirrel on the count of that automobile coming in here. So he said, I just sat there. I just sat down and I watched. I watched him squirrel a little bit. He said, they try to accumulate a little bit. Here come that Mercury backing down the road. He said, all of a sudden, they got pretty close to me there. That Mercury stopped right there in the middle of the road. And he said, I'm still looking up here for squirrels. He said, they done got excited because their car coming up. He said, I'm still looking up at the squirrel. I'm looking over here at the Mercury automobile. And I'm wondering what's going to happen now. And he said, all of a sudden, he said, this man opened the door on the car, on the Mercury automobile. And he said, he opened the door and he reached back there in the back and he pulled out the back seat of the Mercury automobile. Put it down on the ground down in there. And I said, what in the world he doing with that seat laying on the ground like that with that good fine automobile? Yeah, I'm looking at my squirrels up there. I said, there they are. They all excited and everything. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There the man is. He got out the car. Said he had a 3-piece suit on. I gave shoes on. He said, I got to watching him. He said, man, he was looking around. He looked this way and looked that way. And he said, all of a sudden, man, he loosened that tie. And he pulled that towel. He pulled that coat off. He pulled that vest off. Pulled that tie, that shirt off. Pulled his breeches off. Pulled his alligator shoes off and laid them down on the ground. I said, good night. What figure happened now? To myself. Still looking at my squirrels up there. And then all of a sudden, he said, I look at this door. This passenger side door opened up and said, this woman comes out. She gets out. I said, that man, he just shucking it down. He ain't got nothing on no more except his drawers. He said, this woman gets out and she got a dress on. And he said, she's pulling it up over her head like that as she getting out the car. And she's standing up there, ain't got nothing but a brassiere and a panties and a high heel shoes on. She's standing up there. And I'm thinking, whoa, man, I'm quiet now. And my squirrels, they still up here, sitting up here, chatting back and forth with one another. Well, and the man in his hand, I hadn't seen it, he had it behind him back there. He had a fifth of Old Crow whiskey with him there. And he set it down on the ground. And he got all his clothes off, and that woman, she got all her clothes off. And both of them sitting down on that car seat with that fifth of Old Crow whiskey sitting in between them in there. He reached, and I'm looking at my squirrels up here, and I'm looking back at them. I don't know which way is more important, you know. He says, so that man, he peels off the label on that fifth of Old Crow, and he take him a swig out of it, and he give it to that woman. She take her a swig out of it, and they set that bottle. He set that bottle down on the ground, and they commenced to heeing and sheeing right there on the back seat of that Mercury automobile. And I'm looking at them for a while. I'm still looking at my squirrels up here. I'm looking at them. And I said, I know why he took that seed out of that car now and put it on the ground. I said, they ain't no way them two peoples could have do what they would be doing now inside a car. They got to be on the outside. They got to have room to do what they doing. So anyway, I'm looking at my squirrel, and the four of them gathered up right there at one time. One time, four of them gathered up at one time. And I'm looking over here, looking, and I said, bam! Man, I got me four squirrels. Four squirrels fell on the ground. That's the best shot I ever had. I got, with that one shot, I got four squirrels. I got a three-piece suit. I got a pair of alligator shoes. I got a woman's dress, woman's brassiere, panties, high heel shoes, a fifth of Old Crow, and the back seat of a 52 Mercury. Oh, mercy. That's Uncle W.H., man. He can tell a story, man.
Oh, man. He got family watching.
No, he does.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, you slowed me on that one. Hey, we got a few words from one of our sponsors. Wanted to tell you a few words. We'll be right back.
Everyone, this is Tracy coming to you from LAE Farms. As our blueberry harvest officially comes to an end, I wanted to take a quick minute to look back and say thank you to all of you. We have had an absolutely wonderful season, and we are so incredibly grateful. To our amazing customers, our dedicated friends and family, and every single person in and around the viewing area, thank you for sharing, liking, and supporting our social media posts also. We truly could not have had a wonderful season without you. Unfortunately, no more orders will be taken for the 2026 season as we are wrapping things up in our fields. But I want to remind you, every time you choose LAE Farms, you aren't just buying delicious blueberries. You are directly supporting local Georgia-grown agriculture, and that means the world to our family as well as our team. We are already looking forward to the rest, the maintenance, and just getting things ready to do this all over again. We truly can't wait to see you all next year. With all of our gratitude, the LAE Farms family and team, thank you again.
And we appreciate the good folks at LAE Farms. Man, good folks. Hey, we want to, some of you that might have missed this, and I know Charlie did, so we're going to let you listen to this, and then we'll be right back.
Brothers and sisters, Reverend Pencil Johnson here. Have you priced a funeral lately? They ain't no cheap one. You would have to pawn the title to your Cadillac just to pay for the casket. But if you will, allow me to tell you how the Dirt Road Sports can ease your burden. Get on the telephone right now. Dial 1-800-ASHES-to-ASHES to order your own personal cremation burn barrel. $99.99 cash or $9.99 per month for 18 months on the installment plan. Hey, your only other expense will be to pay the preacher.
Oh, what can we say? We ain't got no big funeral bill to pay. It's all good 'cause Uncle Harvey didn't have no money anyway. Well, it's all over, said and done. No more sad words to be spoken, 'cause Uncle Harvey is no longer with us. He's done gone up in smoking. We put Uncle Harvey in a burning drum of fire. Uncle Harvey was demised, so the flames went higher. Oh, death, where is thy sting? Uncle Harvey was dead, so he didn't feel feel a thing.
Did you get it? You couldn't hear it?
I got to listen to part of it off of my iPad. Whatever, for whatever reason, your equipment with me on the deal with you,
I got you.
it muted that and the LEA, the Blueberry
Oh,
folks.
that's what it is. All right, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you
All
got to
right,
Yeah,
hear it,
you
John.
got to hear it. I'll send it
I
to you. All
heard
right,
pencil.
Charlotte.
I heard pencil on there. Uh,
Yeah.
Public service announcement. If you're local, be careful on Highway 91, on Highway 27 in Georgia, on 431, 231, and 331 over here, because the fools from up north are afraid they ain't going to get any sand in the crack of their butts at the beach. So the roads are full of fools. And I think Floyd said best that they don't know what a yellow line or anything else is. Let's talk a little bit about the weather. They may be spending $300 a night to enjoy the inside of their hotel or their condo room because, and we're not complaining about this, folks. We need this rain. And look at the chances: 40 to 60% tomorrow, up to 80 Saturday, 70 on Sunday, 90% on Memorial Day. Then we're gonna stay with the rain all the way through Thursday. Good chances of showers and thunderstorms. Maybe some pretty uh, strong thunderstorms, as we heard the report earlier. A little twister, maybe touchdown over there near, what was it, Cedar Springs? Is that what you said?
That's right.
Okay. So be careful. Thanks to the folks at Kelly Crop Insurance, working with the folks in the agriculture community around here for many, many years. Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia. Memorial Day is Monday. That's what all this traffic is about. Unfortunately, only a small percentage of the people in this country will observe and take 5 minutes to think about what Memorial Day is really all about. They get it mixed up with Labor Day because it's just a day off for them. They get it mixed up with Veterans Day, but Memorial Day is a day to remember those folks that gave it all, that went to their grave, defending this country, defending our rights, defending the reason that we can get on here and not get put in jail on Thursday nights. Memorial Day is a special day. Remember it. Over here, I want to say a thank you, sir, to Robert Byrd and Sunset Funeral Home and Cemetery. This is their 20th year, I believe, of having their special service, 10 o'clock this coming Monday morning. And they'll have a Huey helicopter fly in. They've got a great speaker, military speaker coming out of Texas. They got a sack lunch. They've been doing this for about 20 years. I remember the first year, had them on the show, and as long as we were on TV, we supported that and had them on every year. And it's for the right reason. Be in prayer for this nation, for our president, for all of our leaders. Be in prayer for each other. That's the only way things get changed in this world, is through prayer, and get it. That's the way to get it done, folks. Floyd, you and your uncle take us on from here.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We had a good time with y'all tonight. Enjoyed it. Hope you laughed a little bit. Hope we perked you up a little bit. If you was down and out, hope we perked you up a little bit. Perked us up. I know that. Charlie talking about the Memorial Day, celebrating and giving thanks and homage to the people who have sacrificed so much for this country, sacrificed everything they had, sacrificed their life for
Amen.
this country, that we may be able to do this. And we may be able to be on the air tonight and talk to y'all and enjoy visiting with y'all. But we do have a service that's coming up here Monday in Colquitt on the square at 11 o'clock, Memorial Day service. They have it every year. The veterans, the American Legion sponsors it. If you will, if you don't have anything else to do, come over to Colquitt Monday and take part in our celebration, our Memorial Day celebration, and our festivities there. Won't be much going on other than just giving tribute and honor to the men and women who have already sacrificed everything they had for this great nation. Good night, y'all. Y'all enjoy yourself over this Labor Day weekend, but remember what it's all about.
Hey guys, we love you, appreciate you. Thank you every week for joining us. Thank you to every man and woman that has given their life in service to our country. The ultimate sacrifice to keep us free. We can never repay the debt, and we honor you.
Amen.
We thank you. We thank you, all men and women that have served and are serving in our armed forces. We appreciate you. We love you. Hey, y'all be careful this weekend. There'll be a lot of people on the road. Lord willing, and the creek does not rise. We'll be right back here next week, same place, same time for more Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter where you go, no matter who you go with, and no matter how you get there, and most especially if you are going squirrel hunting, be